Okay, we've seen that, or we've motivated the idea of what we're going to call a spherical coordinate system based on the coordinate rho, which is distance from the center, distance from a point we'll identify as the origin, and we want to know what other coordinates we could use to specify a point of this system. And we're trying to make the system as compatible as possible with rectangular and cylindrical coordinates. So let's start off with one fairly straightforward observation. If we just go to our familiar XYZ coordinate system and identify the center, the origin of that system with the center of our spherical system, then if we have a point, and let's just represent a point with coordinates x, y, z. Okay, so here we have the point x, y, z. In cylindrical coordinates, of course, we know that we can also represent that by r, this distance, and theta, and z. And we've also said that we want rho to be the distance from the origin to our point. So this distance from the origin to whatever our point is going to be rho. The question is, what other coordinates do we want to use? We want to use rho and something else and something else, and we've got a lot of possible choices for what to use here. Before we make those choices, we'll make the quick, well, maybe not that quick, we'll make a connection between rho and the coordinates we have here. First place, rho is the distance between this point and the origin, and we know that distance to be the square root of x squared plus y squared plus z squared. In other words, x is here, y is here, z is here. This distance here that we call r is just the square root of x squared plus y squared, and this triangle from here to here to here and back has the the two legs r and z, so that we know that rho equals the square root of r squared plus z squared. And since r squared equals x squared plus y squared, we very easily conclude that rho has this representation as well as this. Now let's go back and consider what other two coordinates we would use to specify our point. We know how far it is from the origin, but that's all we know at this point until we figure out what else to use to describe our point.